The Resilience Across Borders podcast is intended for education, support, and inspiration. I am not a psychologist or a medical doctor and do not offer any professional, medical, or health advice. If you are dealing with or suffering from any psychological or medical conditions, please seek help from a qualified health professional. Hello and welcome back to Resilience Across Borders podcast. I'm your host, Rachid, and in today's episode, we will talk about the vagus nerve. And we will talk about unleashing its power to regulate both body and mind. So the human body, as we know, is a complex and intricate machine with countless systems working in harmony, doing their thing without us a lot of times even being conscious of it or realizing it. One of the most fascinating and multifaceted players in the symphony of physiology is the vagus nerve. This cranial nerve, also known as the wandering nerve, plays a vital role in regulating various aspects of our physical and mental well-being. So in this podcast, we will explore the importance of the vagus nerve and provide you with insights on how to understand and leverage its role in maintaining balance and health. It's not to dissect it, this is not a scientific paper or anything, but this is just like extracting like really what's applicable and the different applications. So also, and as usual, because we are all about application here, we will discuss exercises and strategies to help you harness the power of this remarkable nerve. So let's start with an overview. The vagus nerve, technically called the cranial nerve X, is the longest of the 12 cranial nerves, extending from the base of the brain down through the neck and into the abdomen. It is a fundamental component of the parasympathetic nervous system and is responsible for promoting rest and relaxation as opposed to the fight or flight response triggered by the sympathetic nervous system. This can be confusing because sometimes you hear the sympathetic system and you think but there's nothing sympathetic about it. It just gets us into the thing. Of course, it's essential. There is a reason for it. But we want to promote more of a parasympathetic response originating from that when obviously we're not under real threat, which we rarely are. And but a lot of us are hypervigilant. Just this goes back, God knows to when. So anyways, let's outline the importance of the vagus nerve and its role. Starting with the benefits of stress reduction. The vagus nerve is a key regulator of the body's stress response. So when stimulated, it helps to reduce the heart rate and blood pressure, promoting a sense of calm and relaxation. Because obviously chronic stress can lead to a variety of health issues. So making the vagus nerve's role in stress reduction very crucial. Another is the emotional well-being. Research has shown that the vagus nerve is linked to emotional regulation. It can help mitigate symptoms of anxiety, depression, and other mood disorders. Stimulating the vagus nerve can lead to improved emotional well-being. Another one is the digestive health. As you know, everything is linked. The gut, mind, and body, and all of that, and heart, everything is linked. As more and more now research is finding out and is kind of proving. And sometimes for some of us, because we're just have been aware of this and in tune, we will notice that. So the vagus nerve plays a significant role in digestion. It helps to stimulate digestive juices, promote peristalsis, the movement of food through the digestive tract, and even modulate the gut-brain connection. So a healthy vagus nerve can lead to improved digestion and a reduced risk of gastrointestinal issues. So to leverage the power of the vagus nerve effectively, it's essential to understand its functioning and how it can be influenced. Here are a few concepts to keep in mind. The vagus nerve's two branches. The vagus nerve has two main branches, the sympathetic and parasympathetic branches. These are the ones you're going to hear a lot about, but you hear about these concepts of sympathetic and parasympathetic system and so on. Parasympathetic branch, which oversees a vast array of crucial bodily functions, that are happening all the time, including control of mood, immune response, digestion, and heart rate. That is the parasympathetic branch. That is the one we want to stimulate for relaxation and well-being. The vagal nerves carry signals between your brain, heart, and digestive system. They are a key part of our or your parasympathetic nervous system. The polyvagal theory, developed by Dr. Stephen Porges, this theory explains how the vagus nerve affects our social interactions. It affects our emotions and overall state of well-being. It divides the vagus nerve into three parts, with the most recently evolved part being responsible for social engagement and emotional regulation. But anyways, the goal here is not to get lost in theories and the different scientific jargon or prepare for a scientific exam here or dissertation. Here we are concerned with the applications and exercises for regulation and overall well-being. How can we leverage the vagus nerve for regulation, to slow down the heart rate, to calm ourselves, and then just for which, of course, leads eventually to better digestion, better health, better decisions, stress reduction, overall well-being. So let's talk some exercises and strategies. Now that we've gone just enough to understand the significance of the vagus nerve, let's explore some exercises and strategies to stimulate and support its functioning. One is deep breathing. Slow, deep, diaphragmatic breathing is one of the simplest and most effective ways to stimulate the vagus nerve. Take a few minutes each day to practice deep breathing exercises. By focusing on your breath and really breathing deep. Again, I did a whole episode on like the importance of breathing and a couple of different ways you can do it. But of course, there's many ways nowadays you can just find your favorite breathing technique that calms you down. You can research them online and pick one or two that you can really master. Another one is the meditation and mindfulness. Mindfulness practices can help activate the parasympathetic branch of the vagus nerve, promoting relaxation and reducing stress. For some people, it's cold exposure. Cold showers or exposure to cold water can stimulate the vagus nerve. You can start with shorter exposures and gradually work your way up to longer durations. Again, this is not for everybody, and especially if you have any heart conditions or anything like that, maybe you want to steer clear of the cold exposure. Anyway, social engagement. Engaging in positive social interactions, such as spending time with loved ones or participating in group activities, can activate the vagus nerve, promoting emotional well-being. Also, focusing on the gut, and then by starting from there, for instance, probiotics and gut health. A healthy gut supports the vagus nerve function, and then, of course, all the other sides of the vagus nerve, then in turn, when practiced and exercises and such, then also make for a better gut health. So consume probiotics and maintain a balanced diet to promote a healthy gut-brain connection. For some people, it's yoga and or tai chi. These mind-body practices incorporate deep breathing and gentle movements that can help activate the vagus nerve and promote relaxation. And then if you've ever been following all the stuff about the blue zones and the different factors identified, one of them is that, like, exercises that are not too strenuous, but are just allow you to continue to do them for an extended time without too much stress, and somehow they incorporate the mind and the body. So there are also quick exercises and hacks that can work in seconds or minutes, such as tilting your neck kind of to the left and kind of keeping it stretched for a while. Again, doing this safely to the left if you are in that physical condition that allows you to do that, and staying in that position until you either produce a deep sigh or a yawn. And then there is another one where you can basically press a certain part of your hand. I'm sure if you look it up, there's probably a video out there, and then you just keep it pressed and between your pinky and then the next finger there, ring finger or so, but kind of inside, between the inside of your palm and the back of your hand, there's a little gap there. So if you just press a certain area there, again, you can look this up, and you can probably, chances are, you can find videos on there. But there is many others that you can do That actually, if you do them and you see, it's amazing how that works. And then you'll notice your heart rate kind of slow down. You'll notice you calm down a little bit, and you will produce this sigh or the yawn, or depending on which one of these you do. So in conclusion, if we did nothing else, I hope you, maybe if you weren't aware of this, or you never paid attention to this, or you never heard about it, just continue to look into it, and then just see how you can leverage it. Because the vagus nerve is it's a powerful regulator of both our physical and mental well-being. So understanding its role and learning how to stimulate and support its function can be a game changer in achieving a more balanced and healthier life. By incorporating, of course, exercises, strategies, and mindfulness into your daily routine, you can tap into the incredible potential of the vagus nerve and experience its profound impact on your overall health and well-being. As always, thank you for tuning into the Resilience Across Borders podcast. If you are enjoying this podcast and finding it helpful to you, please let us know so we can continue to make more episodes about these topics. You can do that by leaving a review, subscribing where you can, or leaving a comment, or sharing with others who need to hear it. Remember to be kind to yourself and others, and stay resilient.